Hi everyone, welcome back to Strikers Lanes here in Sunrise, Florida. Welcome back to the channel. We're here for another ball review with you, and today we're going to be looking at the newest release from Track. This is the latest in the Stealth line. It's called the Stealth Mode. So the Track Stealth was one of the best and most reliable high-end benchmark balls. Very smooth, very big sweeping, controllable, solid, high flaring, low RG, so the ball got revving up. And a lot of people love this on fresh patterns and heavier oil when they didn't want to use an asymmetric ball. This ball is the Stealth Mode. It has the same core as the original Stealth, but they've upped the cover from the QR9 solid to the QR10. So this ball should give a much greater response in oil. And you should be able to see a big sweeping hook with it. So I haven't thrown it yet, so I am looking forward to trying it and see what it does for myself. So we're going to go out onto the lanes here at Strikers and let's see what it does. Thanks. We are ready to go here at Strikers. I've got the Stealth Mode ready to go. Haven't thrown it yet. This is just the regular Strikers house shot. Not one shot has been thrown on this lane, so I'm just going to throw what I would usually do in league. Stand where I would usually stand, and we'll see what this ball does. So I'm going to put my foot on 19. I'm going to look at about 12, which means I'm probably going to hit somewhere just around the third arrow, and we'll see what happens. Woo. That's pretty good on the back end. That ball revved up. It saw the spot very well. I was afraid it was going to push through it a little bit because usually with my ball speed, I need an asymmetric ball to grab in that spot. But this one saw it pretty good. So that's a good sign so far. So let's do one more in that spot. See if we can repeat that result. Got my foot on 19, and we'll look at about 12, 12 and a half. I like the way that ball kind of revs up and sees it right in the right place. It almost looks like it's about to go too long, and then it just decides that it's just going to turn over. So that's good. That makes this a pretty good ball for probably over-unders because the ball is going to give you some, it's going to give you some read in the oily part of the lane, but it's not going to be so sharp and unpredictable that when it hits the dry, it's going to do something silly. All right, let's throw another one there. I'm going to push my luck. Got my foot on 12. I'm looking at about 12, 12 and a half. Hung in the thumb a little bit. Still look pretty good. Yeah, so far, so good. 3 out of 3. But it's the shape is what we're really looking for. Like the strikes are nice, but I mean, this is just a test. It's an experiment. We don't know what the ball's going to do. So if the ball, doesn't strike, it's not a big deal. We just make an adjustment and see what we can do to get it to strike and see what the characteristics of the ball actually are. So, you know what? I'm going to move about 4 right. I'm going to try to come up the back of the ball a little more just to see what it does. I'm curious. So up the back of the ball more. All right, so if you like playing straighter, playing on a sport shot, or you need to take some of the angle out of it, not bad. Not bad. And that's admittedly something I'm not very good at, so maybe this will help me. Whereas if I try this with an asymmetric ball, it probably sees the spot too hard, maybe rolls out. I need something a little smoother and a little more continuous than an asymmetric ball. Playing right, this could be really good on fresher, maybe like 39, 40, 41 foot patterns, maybe a little longer, I don't know. All right, so let's go back where we were. So I had my foot on 19, I'm gonna move 4 left. So I'm gonna go put my foot on 23, and I'm going to look, I'm gonna look at 14, so I'm probably gonna hit just to the left of the third arrow. Oh, I missed way in. That was such a bad shot. There's no way on earth that ball should have hooked from there. So that makes me happy, because that's a miss that I miss a lot. That's one of my mistakes. I get to the line, maybe I drop my shoulder a little bit, lose some angle, lose some leverage, and end up hugging the ball about an hour and a half. And 2-8-10 every time, 2-8-10 washout. But for this ball to actually see that, it's just to be able to read when I make that mistake, ooh, that's something I like to see. All right, so let's try that again. Standing 23, I'm gonna look at about 14, so probably hitting 16 or 17. There we go, that's better. Wow, that was a solid 10 in the pit. That's a no-doubter right there. Not dependent on messengers. We're just going full on with the no-doubters, 10 in the pit. So, throw one more from there, and then we'll, keep moving left. See what the ball's limits are. All right, feet back on 23. Again, looking at 14, so probably hitting 16, 17. The reason I say that is because I'm a little extra dominant in one eye, so I always hit about 2 or 3 boards left of what I'm looking at. So let's try this one. Did I catch it? Caught it enough. Yeah, so all you folks that complain about people editing out all their bad shots and only throwing strikes, yeah, I mean, sometimes we just only throw strikes. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure at some point we won't strike, but we've got the front 7, so this makes a pretty good front 10 video. So Ebonite folks, Tommy Jones, I know you're good at these. If you're watching, we have a front 7 alert, which means I'm about to jinx that hard. So let's throw one more from there. I really didn't catch that one too. That was impressive. The ball's still red. Caught that one. Oh my God. Nope, another 10 in the pit, no doubter. Sorry folks, if you're looking for splits and stuff, apparently this is not the video today for you to be watching. I mean, obviously this is just a house shot, so it is what it is. This is not the most difficult pattern in the world. But it's what we have to work with. So it's what we're gonna use. All right. I'm going to move another 4 left. So feet were on 23, feet are now on 27. If I can find it, 25, 26, 27. And I was looking at 14, so I'm gonna look at 16, which means I'm gonna probably be hitting just to the right of the middle arrow. I'm gonna take a little bit of speed off of this one because there might be too much oil in the middle for it. Get up. Yeah, we got another one. Front 9 alert. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I don't know what to tell you. Stealth mode strikes a lot. That's what I learned today. Jeff teaches bowling. The best teaching I can do is just only strike. But I know at some point we're not going to, so it's fine. We'll take what we can get. All right, front 9. What was I, 23, 27. All right, back to 27. Take a little speed off it. Well, I gotta round that too much. Oh, the messenger, no. I gotta round that a little bit, didn't quite catch it the right way. Got back to the pocket a little light, that's okay. Reset that. Nobody wants to watch me shoot 10 pins, that's for sure. Reset pins. All right. Let's try another one from there. I want to throw a better shot. And then we'll do some ball comparisons. I have 3 other track balls to throw against this one. Feet on 27. Taking a little speed off it. Was that enough? Nah, you can see, okay, so now we're starting to cover boards. Now, now you see dull asim. This is where a dull asim might be a little better, to catch a little better. But I'm gonna make that strike. That's not acceptable to me. I'm gonna make that strike. I'm just gonna slow it down a little more. Or maybe just get on the ball a little more. So how did we adjust? When we go a little light, I didn't catch it. Messenger went in front of the 10 because the ball was a little behind the pocket. Then I threw a little better and it got a little more of the pocket at 7-10. So I'm not moving my feet, I'm not moving my target. I'm just gonna throw it slower. I should get it there. Oh, that's definitely gonna hook. Yeah, we went from a flat 7-10 to a 9-pin. So you can see, it's not a bowling ball problem, it's a ball problem. It's a bowler problem. You know, you've got to make sure that you know how you need to play depending what part of the lane you're in. Not every ball is going to be perfect for every style in every part of the lane. That we already know. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same kind of speed, but because I'm 9-pin, I'm gonna move another 4 left. So feet on 31, targeting at, I don't know, like 18.5, and slow. Oh, I got on that way too much. Whoops. Okay, that wasn't the best shot in the world, but you can see it gets back from there. So that's at least good. All right, let's do that again. But this time, pretend it's not really early in the morning and throw a good shot. Because I know I can make this ball get there and look good with that speed if I just throw it a little better. Oh, I got too much on that. You see, it looked flat. It looked like it was going to 7-10. I was able to get them out. I kept it in a little more. That probably helped. All right, let's do a couple of ball comparisons. So I've got 3 other balls here in the track line. So the first one we're going to throw is the original Stealth. So, well, let's go back. Let's throw the Stealth mode one more time, but I'm going to move back. So it looked pretty good when my feet were on 23. So let's just do one test shot from there, make sure that the shot is still good. 23. Okay, shot's still good. So now we will go with the Stealth. I expect the Stealth to be smoother, maybe a little longer because the cover's not as aggressive. So let's see what this thing does. All right, so feet on 23. You see it's still got that same color. Yeah, you can see it's a little earlier, smoother, maybe not longer, but that's probably because it doesn't have, it's a fresh surface and the other one had about 10 shots on it. So I'll throw a couple more. Move some of that oil around. Definitely not as responsive to the dry, that for sure. So let's try it again. Reset pins. All right, same spot. Again, probably going to flip a lot less. Yeah, you see it reads it differently. It definitely reads it a little differently. The Stealth mode looks like it's just more responsive in general. I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you what the differences between QR9 and QR10 covers are, except that 10 is one more than 9. I expect that 10 is probably more responsive. All right, one more with the Stealth. We're just looking for shape differences. Got it in. Yeah. All right, let's go back to the Stealth mode and see, again, compare that. Looks like the Stealth mode is maybe even a little longer and a little more in the back. So maybe my initial assumptions were wrong. Maybe QR10 is a little more on the friction, a little less in the oil? I don't know. Let's see. I'm not the chemist at Brunswick Bowling. I couldn't tell you. can tell you what I see. Got that in. Yeah, the stealth mode looks like it's just more flippy, I think is the right word. I don't know the responsiveness difference, but it looks like it's just more of a back end ball. So if you like the stealth, but it wasn't enough back end for you, I think that's where the stealth mode might be a little bit better and different for you, for your style. That's what it seems the difference of these two are. All right, so we've got another dull ball here. I've got the Trax Cypher. Trax Cypher is a ball that I honestly haven't thrown a whole lot because the RG is just higher. And for my game, sometimes it just goes a little too long. But we'll see if we can notice a difference here. So I'm standing in the same spot, feet on 23. You can see how it lopes down the lane more. Yeah, that's expected. Definitely the core wants to lope down the lane, saves a little more energy, a little more back end. Obviously it's got a fresh cover on it, so we'll give it a couple of shots to soak a little oil up. Cypher, by the way, very underrated ball. If you're looking for a benchmark ball and you have kind of lower speed, you don't want the ball to hook at the arrows, this ball, Cypher, is probably something you should look at. So, where were I? Feet on 23, 24. Let's see. Yeah, it's longer. It doesn't rev up as much on the back end. It's not a big board coverer like the stealth mode or even the stealth. You can still strike with them, for sure. But just different balls. The Cypher is going to be a better ball for when you need the ball to push through the fronts a little better. Because you can see it lopes down the lane. It doesn't rev up anywhere near as much. Ooh, a little double dribble. Yeah, and that's where you see the difference of the ball not picking up as much early, like the stealth core does. Sometimes with my speed, Cypher just pushes a little too long and won't quite get back. All right, so one more ball to try. I think we know what the difference in this one's going to be, but this is the Stealth Hybrid. Same layout as the Stealth mode for the most part. So we'll just stand in the same place. And obviously this ball's got some shine on it, so it's going to be different. Longer, more responsive back end. I heard it. I didn't see it, but I heard it. All right, let's do one more. That ball was a little behind the pocket, so I'm gonna move a little to the right. So instead of feet on like 23-ish, put my feet on 21. Probably get a better look. I'm still even a little flat. So you can definitely see the Stealth Hybrid isn't going to be able to handle all that oil as much. Obviously, it's what we expected. So let's go back to the stealth mode. Throw a couple more. You know what though, I want to do one more comparison. I'm going to go back to 31. Let's do 32. I'm going to stand on 32. So I should be able to strike it if I look at about 19. Slow. Oh, Jesus, missed a whole lot right. All right, we're going to do that one again. That was horrible. That was probably the worst shot I've thrown so far. What I want to do is I want to compare this to the original Stealth again, but playing further left. I think that's where the difference is going to be. So let's see. I'm going to throw this one better. So feet on 32. Hit it. Oh, no. All right. Let's see what the original Stealth does from there. I really don't know what the difference is going to be. Just trying it. That's what these videos are for. Not necessarily to show you how good a ball is, just to see what differences between balls are. I'm kind of more interested in that. It helps when you're building an arsenal. Obviously, if you know what balls do what and compared to others. So, what did I say, feet on 32? Sure. That's one. That one I threw good, finally. Jesus, that one I threw good. All right, so now I'm gonna throw the Stealth mode like that. Knock on wood. All right, so back to the Stealth mode. I'm gonna try to make that good a shot. Wow, that was a really good one. All right, feet on 32. Throw it good. Yeah, that was all right. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's a little longer and a little snappier, where the Stealth looks like it's a little, it just reads earlier and is a bit smoother. I think that's the difference in the two. So let's do one more Stealth mode. And just for kicks, I'm gonna move another 4 left because this is fun. All right, so feet on 36. Throwing it slower. All right, that's a good way to end the video. Let's wrap it up. So that's our review of the Track Stealth mode. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give this a thumbs up. Thanks as usual to Brunswick Bowling and Track Bowling, and of course Genesis Bowling for all their continued support. And until our next video, we will see you next time.